I'm here with the better half. I'm going to say the better half of April Art to talk about the new record Rodeo out October 4th on Reaper Entertainment. First of all, thank you very much for taking the time to chat with me. And I just want to say two things. I see you guys are using Rode, which is great choice for microphones. Love those guys. And an outstanding Coca-Cola fridge in the back there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah,
shit, that is some vintage Coca-Cola fridge.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work, but there are a
Well,
lot of
This is
uh,
our microphone.
yeah,
Uh,
Schrank. Ja, was
we don't find a word.
there are just microphones in it.
Yeah.
oh, so you guys are using like as a storage cabinet of
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
storage. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
wow. Well, now you ruined the aura. But anyways, just tell people that's a real thing and it's working because it looks freaking amazing. I love it. I love it. I know we're getting
Thank you.
sidetracked, but the moment my eye hit it, I love that kind of old style, old look. Welcome to the channel. Let's talk about this new record, Rodeo, and let's tell me. I'm gonna let you guys tell me. Are your lives a rodeo?
Absolutely,
Absolutely. Yeah.
absolutely. Right now, everything is a wild ride. Yeah.
There's no slowing you guys down. When it came to making this record, how much has changed over the years when it comes to making music? Are you guys still following the same process, or are you taking a different approach? Or every record gives you a chance to do things a little bit differently?
Yes, absolutely. I would say rodeo is completely different to well, completely, but it's a lot of things has changed. You can
Yeah. We have
explain that
changed.
at the person.
What we have not changed is that we produce it ourselves in our own studio.
Yes.
But we changed a lot of things in sound and the style of the music. We have a lot of more metal elements now, and it's a little bit wilder and rougher, and a little
And of course,
less electronic.
harder, I would say,
Yeah,
than Poker Face, our album before. Yeah, we when we started writing the album, we were thinking about what do we need in our life set. So we tried to bring all the life energy and everything we wanted to have in our life set on this record. And yeah, I would say this is it worked well.
Yeah, the album has this more modern metal sound to it because you still have that heavy presence of the electronic elements, but it has a little bit more bite. It's an album that has sound-wise definitely has a little bit more bite to it. So that was the first thing that I noticed. But it sounded to me like a record that has a lot of songs that on a live set are going to create a lot of energy. Is that where you guys were hoping for, infusing a little bit more energy?
absolutely. Yeah, we recognized that some parts of the last album, Poker Face, we recognized the crowd going crazy, but the parts were a little bit short and a little bit too soft, and we decided to push this a little bit more in this album. So in the studio, we always thought about how could this work live, and what will this create, what for a mood will this create live, and what for an energy. And yeah, absolutely, that was the goal, to make a high energy wild record that live kicks ass.
Yes.
And I was really I was thinking about the artwork of the record because you have an album named Rodeo. I know you have a horse on the cover, but it looks more like what do you call that the Troyan the horse of Troy where they hid inside the horse and they sneaked into the battle. I can't remember what it was called. It doesn't seem like the kind of horse you would see at a rodeo. So what is the representation of the album artwork? How does that tie in with the record itself?
That just came out of the blue. We had this horse that was at the video and at the video location where we shoot the video for rodeo, and that was just a coincidence that this horse were there. We didn't search for that. That was just we were shooting a video at this location a few years ago, and I recognized, oh, there was this white horse, and I called the owner, and is there still this horse? And I told her the whole story about the record and that this is the title track, and she said, you have to sit on that horse. And we also called a photographer, if she can came if she can came to the location. And so that was all on this day. And we just tried some positions where I can sit and I can lie, and that is just what came out of it. And we all loved this picture and said, yes, this is,
Was the horse actually that size?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
that
So
was
it's not like it's been like altered in
no,
production or anything.
no, this is a giant
Big
horse.
freaking
Yes,
horse.
yes, it's absolutely a
Holy
really,
crap.
really big horse.
I thought they had superimposed you on like a tiny little horse and whatever, because that I'm like,
No.
by the way, it was the Trojan horse. That's what I was thinking about. So when you guys were deciding that this album needed some more energy, this album needed some more heaviness, because that's what you guys wanted from the live set. How, did that created difficulties for you guys that you were not expecting coming into the creative process of the album?
Somehow maybe we have our taste and we have our way of writing, and we just recognized we have to change something to push it even more. It's we had the habits, or our old habits were like we wrote it in Poker Face, and now we had to break these habits and push it a little bit. And sometimes it was a bit difficult because we have to, yeah, push boundaries. And but we kept going until we were there where we wanted to be. Yeah.
We tried a lot. We tried a lot and said, okay, this no, that doesn't work. So let's start from the beginning. And yeah,
Is this really what we wanted to achieve?
yes,
And if not, just start over and do it again.
yeah,
So yeah, some difficulties were there, but at the end,
we are really happy with the
yeah, yeah.
results.
Are you guys looking at this record as an opportunity to open other doors as well? Because, you know, with those changes in the sound, I feel like with this record, you can almost do anything that you want going forward musically. I don't see you guys as a band that's kind of boxed in into a certain genre or a certain sound. So, do you guys see this album as the opportunity that, oh, if we can do this record, we can kind of do whatever it is that we want. It's really up to us, not up to others. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, I would. Hopefully, we're dreaming really big. We started uh, back in the Corona crisis. We had a really big change in our band where we were thinking about who we really wanted to be and what message do we want to bring out to the people. And this is just the whole process we're still in, and we're doing great with all these changes. I love it that life is just a it's changing all the time. So yeah, we are really open for everything what comes.
Yeah, and we always do what we like, and we want to have fun while we are writing songs. We had some phases where we, for example, tried to write a song for radio, and this gave us limitations that we shall not do this, and we aren't allowed to do this. And
That would better, or that would better.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we stopped this. We just said we want to have fun writing these songs, and we want to have fun performing these songs, and we want to represent these songs and want to be proud of it.
Yeah, and
So
we want that this record is 100% us, and for all of us, for the whole band, for every band member. And so this is also something what's really important for us, that we are always writing together, the whole band. We are always us four in the studio, and yeah, for us this is really, really important.
yeah.
You guys obviously set goals in terms of what you wanted the record to sound, or at least you set goals of what you didn't want the record to sound. But when you look at the record, especially now, you look at the finished product. The album's coming out soon, October 4th. Do you set goals for what you want the record to achieve, or what kind of doors do you want the record to open for you? Is there a barometer of success, or do you care?
I would say we just let it fly. So it's Yeah, I don't know if do we have goals
I would say
really?
I would say one big goal was to sell as much tickets for the upcoming tour in Germany as we can. So this was a goal that this tour will be sold out maybe completely. So we're just working on that. But this is kind of a measurement of success, I would say, the ticket sales.
Yes.
And of course we are looking at streaming numbers and all kind of this, but
But at the end, everything that matters is, are you reaching people, and do they want to come to your show and have fun and enjoy this and feel the same way you feel? And yeah, so
yeah,
maybe yeah, this is the biggest goal for us.
playing bigger shows and selling tickets, I would say.
And making and turning the shows into a big rodeo.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
of
of course,
course.
of
Yeah,
course.
in the
Because I
best
can
case,
see
yes.
I can see that happening with the vibe that this record has. Now, when I was listening to the album, even the songs are all different from a lyrical standpoint. I felt like there was a little bit of a theme throughout the
Yes,
record.
absolutely.
Can you talk a little bit about that theme throughout the record? Because it's nicely weaved in to the different lyrics into the different songs.
Yes, absolutely. I would say one of the biggest things for us as band, but also in personal, is that we can turn everything into something positive. Do you know what I mean? So yes, we all have bad times. We all look look into the news, what happens around our wonderful planet. So there are a lot of shit is going on, and I think really one important thing is to give hope to the people and to yeah, sometimes we're all stuck in this negativity and think it doesn't matter what I do because I'm just this one little light. But I think you can do a lot of things, and we are all important, and the whole society is important, and yeah, we can make a change. So sometimes it's just in your life something small, not the big things. You cannot stop a war or something, but you can change small steps, and I think they are also really important. So for us, it's really really important to have a positive message and a positive twist in the lyrics.
Wow, that is a lot deeper than I thought you guys were going to go. Now I feel now I feel like I have to do something to help you guys spread that message because I think the world is filled with negativity these days, and
Yes,
it's harder
absolutely.
and harder to find positivity. Having said that, this album is very uplifting. It has an uplifting nature to it, even though it has its heaviness, but the heaviness just kind of makes you exercise your own demons, if you will, and that's why I think the shows are going to turn into a big ass rodeo. But one of the cornerstones of this album was your vocals, Lisa. Your vocals on this record are magnificent. I really fell in love with those vocals throughout the album because you were able to give each song its own character, its own soul, if you will, not taking a one size fits all approach throughout. Was this a demanding record for you vocally?
Thank you so much, first of all. So something what we did was, that's something we did different to the other records. um we tried to find the perfect range where my voice fits in. You know what I mean? That we always tried, um, where is the sweet spot where I can really express myself. And yeah, so it's for me it's the first record where I can say I'm so into the songs. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Your voice is at home in these
yeah, my
songs.
voice is absolutely at home, and also my soul and everything is in there. I am, yeah, the songs are 100% me, 100% April art, and I think this is a big point that this yeah. Oh, I'm so happy that you said that. This is thank you so much.
Yeah, it comes through in the record, and I'm sure you guys noticed that when you listen to the album, like your voice really blends well with the with a soundscape that you guys have created for the songs, and I thought it was just a magnificent performance. Is there do you have your very own heroes? Is there someone out there that maybe on a future April art record you would love to work with?
Uh, an idol for me, and for my whole life is absolutely Pink. I looked up to her. She's an amazing singer, and she's badass, and she's absolutely cool. So it's not in our genre, but I love her style, and I love this woman, and she's always someone I looked up to. Um, but I think that's not a good idea to work with her. So never meet your heroes. I think I heard sometimes because yeah,
That's what people say. You should never meet your hero.
yeah.
I've met some of mine, and I'm at this point in time I'm 50-50. So
Mhm.
so it's a little bit dodgy. But maybe you guys can do a Pink cover.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah.
maybe in the future. We never thought about that. Yeah,
Yeah, make it your own April
Modern,
art twist on it.
yeah,
yeah,
modern metal Pink version
yeah.
would be nice. Yeah.
That could be a really good idea, of course.
I gotta ask you guys this question. I don't know if you guys do what I do, but I sing in the shower all the time, especially when I wake up in the morning. It puts me in a good mood. I want my day to start on with a brighter side, so singing in the shower helps me a lot. Do you guys sing in the shower? And if you do, what's your go-to shower song?
Oh, yes, I sang a lot of times in the shower. I sing everything. That was just funny songs are in my head, or I think everything. I sing,
Everything
yeah, everything all the
you
time.
heard the day before that was in
Yeah,
your mind. Yeah.
yeah. But you
I
are not a shower
I
singer, right?
don't sing in the shower, I have to say. Maybe I should try.
But he's also a really good singer. He can sing really
Thank
great.
you.
So
Thank you. Yeah, I have had a band back in the days where I was the front man. So,
yeah,
yeah.
and he was doing a great job.
So is there a possibility for a duet in the future?
Why not? Why not? You have so many good ideas.
I
Yeah,
mean,
why not?
for this album, it's too late, right? For this album, it's
Yeah,
too
yeah,
late.
yeah.
But there's always the next one. There's always the
Yeah,
next.
we need new ideas for the next one.
Yeah, we
It's
need
always
crazy new ideas because we have to change ways, keep it interesting, keep it
yeah.
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, and if there's one thing that this album is very exciting, I can tell you. The energy on this record is through the roof. I honestly feel like you guys have an album here that the album to me actually felt like a set list because the way the energy of the record flows, it feels like I'm listening to you guys live on this record. So when you're playing those shows across Germany, how much of this new album is going to be part of the set list?
I think 80%. I think
Yeah.
these are 11 songs. I think nine of the songs are in the set. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, so it's going to be a huge part of the new record
Yeah.
hitting the stage with you guys. When is the tour kicking off?
Next week, next
Second
Wednesday.
2nd October.
Next
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Right before the album release.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 days before.
Are you guys doing an album release party?
Yeah, in the third show is the album release party. Yeah, in Leipzig.
Oh, in Leipzig. All right. I'm a big Bundesliga fan, so my knowledge of
Ah,
Germany is based on where the teams play. So if
Yeah.
okay.
that is pretty much my knowledge. So Leipzig has an amazing team, Red Bull Leipzig.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely familiar. Well, guys, thank you very much for your time today. I really appreciate chatting with you. I enjoy the record tremendously. I love the artwork on the album.
Thank you.
And not to put the musicians to the side, but the vocals were phenomenal. That vocal performance on this record sells the record. The sound is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not downplaying the sound, but the vocals is the glue that holds it all together. So amazing job on the album. Amazing job on those vocals. You guys have a phenomenal record. I wish you nothing but the best on this tour. Have a lot of fun. Bring the rodeo to every single German city that you guys play in. And thank you very much for taking the time today.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much.
much for having us, and thank you so much for your warm words.
No problem. My
Yeah.
pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
See you soon,
Yeah,
hopefully.
hopefully.